We are live? Okay. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you for the players auction of D.V.O IPL T20 2025. So we'll start with the rules of the auction. So first of all, thanks to all the team owners and sponsors for making this event successful. So I'll name the team and the sponsors. First name is Winners Tigers. Team name is Winners Tigers, sponsored by Winners Jewel. Second name is JB Fighters, sponsored by JB and Brothers. Ankit Warriors, sponsored by Ankit Gems. Star Race Super Strikers, sponsored by Star Race. RT Kangaroos, sponsored by RT Group. Meta Strikers, sponsored by Meta Prime Wealth. So as you all know, we have 6 teams and 117 players, out of which 76 players will be auctioned. 8 team owners already ટીમમાં આવી ગયા છે. Each team has to complete 14 players by second round. Total wallet balance is 20 lakhs. Minimum, the base price is 30,000 and minimum bid increase would be 10,000. So these are the players who are already retained as by the team owners. For Ankit Warriors, we have Shreyans Bhai Shah. JB Fighters, we have Vatsal Bhai Shah. Meta Strikers, Keyur Mehta. RT Kangaroos, Raj Shah and Sayyam Shah. Star Race Super Strikers, Alok Bhai Shah. And for Venus Tigers, Akshat and Devansh Bhai Shah. So would request everyone that bidding sheet should be raised by only one person so that I can focus on that person. Unbidded players will be auctioned in the second round. As second round is the last round, we will have to complete 14 players by end of second round. So link મેં ગ્રુપમાં મોકલાવી છે, સોફ્ટવેર લિંક. સો તમે લાઈવ પોઈન્ટ્સ બધા જોઈ શકશો. So let's begin. So first player for tonight is player number 68, Parva Viralbhai Mehta. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000. 30,000 is from JB Fighters. 30,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40 is from Star Race Super Strikers, 40,000, 40,000 one time, two time, sold to Star Race Super Strikers for 40,000. Player number 4, Alkesh Satish Bhai Shah, owner of RT Group. RT is not interested. JB Fighters 30,000. 30,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. આરટીના ઓનર્સ વિચાર કરી રહ્યા છે કે ઓનરને લઈએ કે નહીં. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000 one time. 50,000. 50,000 one time. Two time. Sold to the rightful owners, RT Kangaroos. Next is player number 102, Smith Tarun Shah. 30,000. 30 is from Venus Tigers. 30,000. 30,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000 one time. 50,000. 60,000. 60 is from RT Kangaroos. 60,000. 60,000. 70,000. 70 is from JB Fighters. 70,000. 70,000 one time. 80,000. 80 is from RT Kangaroos. 80,000. 80,000 RT Kangaroos. 80,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to RT Kangaroos for 80,000. Next is player number 10, Ankur Kirtilal Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000. 30,000. 30 is from Venus Tigers. 30,000. 30,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to Venus Tigers for 30,000. Next is player number 35, Jamin Deepak Bhai Shine. 30,000 comes from JB Fighters. 30,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 50,000. 50,000. 60,000. 60,000. 60,000. 70. 70. 80. 90. 90. 90,000. 100,000. 100,000. 110,000. 110,000. 110,000 is from Meta Strikers. 120, 130. 130 is from Venus Tigers. 130,000. 130, 140, 150. 150 is from JB Fighters. 160. 170. 170. 170,000 is from Meta Strikers. 180. 180. 180. 190. 200,000. 200,000. 200,000 is from Meta Strikers for Jamin Deepak Bhai Shah. 200,000. 210. 210,000. 210,000. 210,000 one time. 220. 220. 230. 230. 230,000. 230,000 one time, two time, 240, 250, 260. 250? Okay, 250 is from Ankit Warriors. 250,000. 200, 260. 260. 260 from Venus Tigers. 260 one time. 270. 270 is from Ankit Warriors. 270,000. 270,000 from Ankit Warriors for Jamin Deepak Bhai Shah. 280. 280. 280 is from Venus Tigers. 280. 280,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to Venus Tigers for 280,000. Next is player number 26, Harshil Kamlesh Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Anyone for 30,000? Shall we move ahead? 30,000. 30,000 one time, two time, 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000 one time, two time, 50,000. 50,000 is from RT Kangaroos. 50,000. 50,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to RT Kangaroos for 50,000. Next is player number 2, Akshat Rakesh Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000. 30 is from JB Fighters. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to JB Fighters for 30,000. Next is player number 16, Nihar Pinkesh Bhai Shah. 30,000. 30,000 is from Mehta Strikers. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000 one time, two time, 40,000. 40 is from JB Fighters. 40,000. 40,000 one time, two time, 50,000. 50,000. 50 is from Mehta Strikers. 50,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to Mehta Strikers for 50,000. Next is player number 6, Amit Ashok Bhai Shah, popularly known as AK. 100,000. 110. 120, 130, 140, 140, 140,000, 150, 160, 160, 160,000, 200,000. 200,000 is from JB Fighters. 210,000, 220, 220, 220, 230, 230,000, 230,000, 240, 240,000, 240,000, 250, 250, 260, 260,000. 260,000 is from Mehta Strikers for Amit Ashok Bhai Shah. 270,000 from Venus Tigers. 270,000. 270. 270,000. 270,000 one time. 280. 290. 290. 290, 290, 290 one time, 300,000, 300,000, 300,000, 310,000, 310,000, 310,000, 310,000 from Mehta, 320, 320 is from Star Race Super Strikers, 320, 330, 330,000, 330,000, 330,000, 340, 340,000, 340,000, 340,000, 340,000 one time, 350, 350 is from Mehta Strikers, 350,000, 350,000 one time, two time, 360. 360 is from JB Fighters. 360,000, 360 one time, two time, 370, 370, 370, 370 is from Meta Strikers, 370,000 one time, two time, 380. 380 is from JB Fighters, 380 one time, two time, holding on, okay. 380,000 is from JB Fighters for Amit Ashok Bhai Shah. Holding on for 15 seconds. $390. Okay, 390. 390,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to Meta Strikers for 390,000. Next is player number 93, Samkit Sudhir Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000. 30 is from Meta Strikers. 30,000, 40,000, 40, 50. 50 is from Venus Tigers. 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000 one time, two time, 60, 70, 80. 80 is from Meta Strikers. 80,000 is from Meta Strikers. 80,000 one time, 90,000, 100,000. 100,000 is from Star Race Super Strikers. 100,000, 100,000 one time, 110,000, 110,000. 110 is from Ankit Warriors. 110,000. 110,000 one time, 120, 120, 120, 120, 120,000 one time, 130, 130,000 one time, two time, 140. 140 is from JB Fighters. 140,000 from JB Fighters. 140,000 one time, 150, 150,000. 150,000 is from Star Race Super Strikers. 150,000 one time, 160, 160, 160, 160 one time. It's from JB Fighters. 160 two time and 170. 170. 170 is from Star Race Super Strikers. 170,000 for Samkit Sudhir Bhai Shah. 180. Here comes JB Fighters. 180. 180,000. 180,000. 180,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to JB Fighters for 180,000. Next is player number 61, Niken Kirit Bhai Shah, popularly known as Bunty. Bunty shot. 30,000, 40,000, 100,000, 110,000, 110,000, 120, 130, 130, 140, 140, 150, 160, 160,000, 160,000 from Venus Tigers, 170 from Meta Strikers, 180 Venus comes again, 180, 190, 190 again from Meta Strikers, 190,000, 190,000, 200,000, 200,000 from Venus Tigers, 210,000, 210,000, 210,000, 220 again from Venus, 220, 220, 220, 220,000 from Venus Tigers for Niken Kirit Kumar Shah. 220,000 one time, 230, 240, 240 Star Race Super Strikers, 240, 240,000, 250, 250,000 from Meta Strikers, 250,000, 260, 260, 260 is from Venus Tigers, 260, 270 again from Star Race Super Strikers, 270, 270,000, 270,000 from Star Race Super Strikers for Bunty Short. 207, 280, 280 from Venus again, 280,000, 280,000, 290, okay, 290 comes from Meta Strikers, 290,000, 290,000, one time, 300,000, 300,000 is from Star Race Super Strikers, 300,000, 300,000, one time, 310, Venus comes in again, 310, 310,000, 310,000, one time, two time, 320 comes Star Race again, 320, 320, 320, 320,000, one time, two time, 330, Venus comes again, 330, 330,000, 330,000, 330,000, 330,000, one time, two time, 340 comes from Ankit Warriors, 340,000, 340,000 from Ankit Warriors, 340,000, 340,000, one time, two time, 350, 350 again from Venus Tigers, 350,000, 350,000, one time, two time, sold to Venus Tigers for 350,000. Next is player number 116, Manav Sandeep Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000, 40,000, 50, 50,000, 50,000, 60,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 90 comes Star Race Super Strikers, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 110, 110 is from JB Fighters, 110,000 from JB Fighters for Manav Sandeep Shah, 110,000, 120, 120 is from Venus Tigers, 120, 130 again JB Fighters comes in, 130, 130, 130,000, 130,000, one time, two time, 140, 150, 150 is from Venus Tigers, 150,000, 150,000, one time, two time, sold to Venus Tigers for 150,000. Player number 76, Raj Rupesh Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Anyone for 30,000? 30,000? 30 is from Meta Strikers, 40,000. 40 from JB Fighters, 40,000. 50,000. 50 again from Meta Strikers for Raj Rupesh Bhai Shah, 50,000. 50,000 one time, 60,000. RT Kangaroos come in, 60,000. 70,000. 70,000. 70,000. 70 is from JB Fighters, 70,000 one time, two time, 80,000. 80,000 from RT Kangaroos, 80,000. 80,000. 80,000 one time, two time, 90,000. 90, JB Fighters comes in again, 90,000. 90,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to JB Fighters for 90,000. Next is player number 65, Nishil Chandresh Shah. 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70, 80, 80, 90, 100,000, 110, 120, 120, 120, 120, 120 is from RT Kangaroos, 120,000, 120,000, 120,000 one time, two time, 130, 130 is from Ankit Warriors, 130, 140 Meta Strikers, 150, 150 is from Venus Tigers, 150, 150,000, 150,000, 150,000, 150 is from Venus Tigers, 150,000, 150,000 one time, two time, Mama, sold. Sold to Venus Tigers for 150,000. Next is player number 45, Kavish Viralbhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Shall we move it? Okay, unsold. Next is player number 112, Viral Praveen Kumar Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Next player is 92, Samarth Sanjay Bhai Patwa. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Next is player number 3, Akshay Deepak Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000, 40,000, 40. 40,000 is from JB Fighters. 40,000, 40,000, 40,000 one time, two time, 50,000. 50 comes from Star Race Super Strikers. 50,000, 50,000, 50,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to Star Race Super Strikers for 50,000. Next is player number 52, Mehul Hiralal Shah. 30,000. 30,000, 40,000, 40,000, 100,000, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000 from Mehta Strikers for Mehul Hiralal Shah. 200,000, 200,000, 200,000 one time, 210, 220, 220, 220,000, 220,000, 220,000 is from Star Ace Super Strikers. 220,000, 230, Ankit comes in. 230, 240 Mehta Strikers. 240,000. 240,000 from Mehta Strikers for Mehul Hiralal Shah. 240,000 one time, 250, 250, 250 is from Ankit Warriors. 250,000, 250,000 one time, 260, Star Race 270 Ankit, 270, 270, 270,000 one time, 280 Star Race comes in, 290 JB Fighters, 300,000, 300,000 is from Star Race Super Strikers, 310,000, 310,000, 310,000, 310,000, 320, 320, 320, 320, 330, 330 JB Fighters, JB Fighters 330, 330,000, 330,000 from JB Fighters for Mehul Hiralal Shah. 330,000. Okay, holding on for 15 seconds. 330,000. 340. Star Race comes in again. 340, 350 JB. 350. 350. 350. 350,000 one time, two time, 360. Ankit Warrior comes in. 360. 360,000. 360,000 from Ankit Warriors. 370 JB Fighters. 370. 370. 370 one time, two time, 380 Ankit Warriors. 380,000 from Ankit Warriors for Mehul Hiralal Shah. 380,000. 380,000. Holding on for 15 seconds. 380,000. 380,000 from Ankit Warriors. 380,000. 390 comes from JB Fighters. 390,000. 390,000. 390,000. 400,000. 400,000 is from Ankit Warriors. 400,000 from Ankit Warriors for Mehul Hiralal Shah. 400,000. 400,000 one time, two time, sold to Ankit Warriors for 400,000. Highest bid for tonight. Next is player number 111, Viken Tirtesh by Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Anyone for 30,000? 30,000 comes from Mehta Strikers. 30,000, 30,000, 30,000 one time, two time, sold to Mehta Strikers for 30,000. Player number 113, Yash Sanjay Bhai Shah, 100,000, 100,000, 110, 120, 130, 130 is from RT Kangaroos, 130,000, 130,000 from RT Kangaroos for Yash Sanjay Bhai Shah, 130,000, 140, Venus comes again, 150 RT Kangaroos, 160, 160, 170, sorry, 170. 170 is from Mehta Strikers. 170, 170,000 from Mehta Strikers for Yash Sanjay Bhai Shah. 170,000, 170,000 one time, 180, 190, 190 is from Venus Tigers, 190,000, 200,000, Star Race comes in, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000 one time, 210, 220, Ankit Warriors, 220,000 from Ankit Warriors, 220,000, 230 is from Star Race, 230,000, 230,000, 230,000 from Star Race for Yash Sanjay Bhai Shah, 230,000 one time, Star Race, 240, 240 is from Ankit Warriors, 240,000, 240,000, 240,000 one time, 250, 250 is from Star Race again, 250,000, 250,000, 250,000 one time, 260, 260 is from Ankit Warriors, 260,000, 260,000, 260,000 one time, 270, 270, 270 one time, 280, 280 one time, two time, holding on for 10 seconds, 280,000 from Ankit Warriors for Yash Sanjay Bhai Shah, 280,000, 280,000, 280,000 one time, two time, sold to Ankit Warriors for 280,000. Player number 95, Saurabh Hitesh Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Next is player number 17, Darshan Dilip Bhai Shah. 30,000, 30,000, 30 is from RT Kangaroos, 40,000, 40 from Venus Tigers, 50, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 60, 70, 70, this way, 70,000, 70,000, 80,000, 80,000, 80,000, 90,000, 90,000, 90,000, 90 is from RT Kangaroos, 90,000 one time, 2 time 100,000, 110, 100. Okay, 100,000 is from JB Fighters. 100,000, 100,000, 100,000 one time, 110, 120, 120,000, 120,000 one time, 2 time, 130, 130, 130,000, 130,000 one time, 140, 140, 140,000, 140,000, 140 one time, 2 time, sold to JB Fighters for 140,000. Next is player number 79, Ravi Atul Kumar Shah. Ravi Atul Kumar Shah. Ravi. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Player number 47, Krutar Jitendra Bhai Shah. Moving on, unsold. Player number 16, Chirag Arvind Bhai Shah, 30,000, 30,000, 40,000, 40,000, 40 is from RT Kangaroos, 40,000, 50,000, 50,000, 60, 60 is from RT Kangaroos, 60,000, 60,000, 60,000, 70,000, 70,000 from Mehta Strikers for Chirag Arvind Bhai Shah, 70,000, 70,000, 70,000, 70,000 one time, 80, RT comes in again, 80,000, 80,000, 80,000, 90,000, 90,000, 90 is from Mehta Strikers, 90,000 one time, 2 time, sold to Mehta Strikers for 90,000. Next is player number 50, Manthan Kishore Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Next is player number 31, Jainam Jayesh Shah, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 160,000, 160,000 one time, 2 time, 170, star race comes in, 170,000, 170,000 is from star race for Jainam Jayesh Bhai Shah, 180, 180, 180 is from Mehta Strikers, 180,000, 180,000, 180, 190 star race, 190,000, 200,000, JB comes in, 200,000, 200,000 is from JB Fighters, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000 from JB Fighters for Jainam Jayesh Bhai Shah, 200,000, 200,000 one time, 2 time, 210, star race comes in, 210,000, 210,000 one time, 2 time, sold to Star Race Super Strikers for 210,000. Next is player number 62, Neelai Jagdishbhai Shah, popularly known as Bunty Long, 30,000, 40, 40,000, 40,000, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 90, 90, 90 is from RT Kangaroos, 90,000 one time, 100,000, 110, 110,000, 110,000, 100, 120, 120 is from Mehta Strikers, 120,000, 130, 130 from RT Kangaroos, 130,000, 130,000 one time, two time, 140. JB comes in, 140,000. 140 is from JB Fighters, 150 RT Kangaroos, 150,000 from RT Kangaroos for Nilay Jagdishbhai Shah. 150,000. 150,000. Okay, holding on for 15 seconds. 160. 160 JB comes. 160,000 from JB Fighters. 160,000. 160. 160,000. 160 one time. 170. 170,000. 170,000 from RT Kangaroos. 170,000 one time. Two time. Sold to RT Kangaroos for 170,000. Next is player number 100, Supan Jayeshbhai Shah, 30,000, 40,000, 100,000, 110, sorry, okay, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 110, 110 is from Mehta Strikers, 110,000 for Mehta Strikers for Supan Jayeshbhai Shah. 110,000, 110,000, 120 Venus Tigers, 120,000, 130, 130 Mehta Strikers, 130,000, 130,000, one time, two time, 140, RT comes in, 140,000, 140,000, 140,000, 140,000, 140 one time, 150, 150 is from Mehta Strikers, 150, 150,000 one time, two time, 160, 160 is from RT Kangaroos, 160,000, 160,000 one time, two time, sold to RT Kangaroos for 160,000. Let's have a look at the points table. So Ankit Warriors ના 3 પ્લેયર થઈ ગયા છે 10,50,000 પોઈન્ટ બેલેન્સ. JB Fighters 5 પ્લેયર્સ થઈ ગયા છે 1290 બેલેન્સ. Mehta Strikers 5 players done 1410 balance. RT Kangaroos 7 players done 11,20,000 balance. Star Race Super Strikers 4 players done 15,18,000 balance. Venus Tigers 7 players done 7,30,000 balance. Are we clear with this? Okay. Moving ahead. The most senior player of this tournament and experienced player, Nitin Bhai Ratilal Shah, 100,000. 110, 120, 120,000, 120,000, 120,000, 120,000 is from JB Fighters, 120,000, 120,000, one time, two time, 130, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 190,000, 190,000 from RT Kangaroos for their owner Nitin Bhai Ratilal Shah. 190,000, 190,000, 190,000 one time, two time, sold to RT Kangaroos, the rightful owners. Next is player number 29, Heath Pritesh Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000? 40? 40,000 is from Mehta Strikers. 40,000. 40,000 from Mehta Strikers for Heath Pritesh Bhai Shah. 40,000 one time. 50,000. 60. 60,000. 60,000 one time. Two time. 70. 70. 70 is from JB Fighters. 70,000 one time, two time, 70,000 final, sold to JB Fighters for 70,000. Next is player number 57, Mitesh Shashikant Shah, 30,000. 30,000, 30 is from RT Kangaroos. 30,000, 40, 40 is from Venus Tigers, 40,000, 40,000, 50, 60, 60,000, 60,000, 60,000 one time, 60 is from Mehta Strikers, 60,000 one time, two time, okay, holding on for 10 seconds. Okay, 60,000 sold to Mehta Strikers for 60,000. Next is player number 37, Janish Mukesh Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Moving ahead, unsold. Next is player number 77, Rakshit Ramesh Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Player number 53, Mir Manish Bhai Shah, 30,000. 30,000. 30,000. 30 is from JB Fighters. 30,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 50,000. 50 is from Venus Tigers. 50,000. 50,000. 60. 60 is from Mehta. 60,000. 60,000. 70,000. 70,000. 70,000. 70,000 one time. 80,000. 80,000. 80,000. 80,000. 90,000. 90,000. 90,000, 90,000 one time, two time, sold to Venus Tigers for 90,000. Player number 20, Dhruv Jignesh Patwa, 30,000. 30 is from JB Fighters. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000 one time. 40, 50. 50 is from Meta Strikers. 50,000. 50,000. 60,000. 60 is from JB. 60,000. 70 Star Race. 80,000 Meta. 80,000. 80,000. 80,000 one time. 90 Star Race. 90,000. 90,000 is from Star Race for Dhruv Jignesh by Patwa. 90,000. 90,000. 90,000 one time. 100,000. 100,000 from Meta Strikers. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 110. 110. 110,000. 110. 110 one time. 120. 120. 120 is from Meta Strikers. 120 one time. Two time. 130. 140. 140. 140. 140,000 one time. Two time. Sold to Meta Strikers for 140,000. Sorry? 140. હા તમારું 130 હતું. ના 130 તમે બોલ્યા 140 એ બોલ્યા. સોરી 130 તમે બોલ્યા ને? ના 140 હતું. તમે બોલું છે તમને 150. There is some misunderstanding. 150. 150 is from Star Race Super Strikers. No problem, no problem. 150,000. 150,000. 150,000. 150 one time. Two time. Sold to Star Race Super Strikers. No problem. Next is player number 56, Miten Arun Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Anyone for 30,000? 30,000. 30,000 from Venus Tigers. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 50. 50,000. 50,000. 50,000. 50,000 one time. 50 is from Venus Tigers. 50,000 one time. Two time. 60. 60. 60 is from Star Race Super Strikers. 60,000. 60,000. 60,000 one time. 60,000 two time. 60. Sold to Star Race Super Strikers for 60,000. Player number 83, Rubin Ravindrabhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000 is from Venus Tigers, 50,000, 60, 60 is from RT Kangaroos, 60 is from RT Kangaroos for Rubin Ravindra Vaishya, 70, 80, 90, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000 from Mehta Strikers, 100,000, 110, 110, 110,000, 110,000 is from RT Kangaroos, 110,000, 110,000 is from RT Kangaroos for Rubin Ravindra Vaishya, 110,000, 120, 120 is from Mehta Strikers, 120,000, 120,000, one time, two time, sold to Mehta Strikers for 120,000. Next is player number 114, Yash Dilip Kumar Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Next is 87 player Sahil Ajay Shah, 30,000. 30 is from JB Fighters, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, one time, two time, sold to JB Fighters for 30,000. Next is player number 23, Dhruvil Tejasbhai Shah, 30,000, 30,000, 30, 30 is from Ankit Warriors, 30,000 from Ankit Warriors, 30,000, one time, two time, 40,000. 40 is from Mehta, 50,000 RT Kangaroos, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, one time, two time, sold to RT Kangaroos for 50,000. Next is player number 30, Jaimil Rakesh Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Next is player number 25, Fanil Kamlesh Bhai Shah. Moving on, unsold. Next is player number 27, Heath Chirag Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30, 30,000, 30,000, 30 is from Venus Tigers, 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, one time, 40, 40 is from RT Kangaroos, 40,000, 40,000, 50, 50, 50 is from Venus Tigers, 50,000, 50,000, one time, 50,000, two time, 60, 60 is from Mehta Strikers, 60,000, 60,000, 60,000, one time, two time, sold to Mehta Strikers for 60,000. Owner of JB Fighters, Rishil Sanjay Bhai Shah, 200,000, 200,000, 250, 300,000, 300,000, 350. Except owner, everyone is interested. 300, 400, 400,000, 400,000, 400,000, 400,000 from JB Fighters for their owner, Rishil Sanjay Bhai Shah. 410, 410,000, 410,000, 410,000, 410,000, 410,000, 410,000, 410,000 from Star Race for the owner of JB Fighters. 410,000, 410,000, deep discussion in JB Fighters. 410,000, 410,000, 410,000, 410,000, 410,000 one time. Okay, holding on for 10 seconds. 420, 420, 420,000. Okay, holding on for 10 seconds. Okay, so 420,000 from JB Fighters. 420,000, 420,000 one time. Okay, holding on for another 5 seconds. 420,000, 420, 430, 430, 430,000, 430,000, 430,000, 430,000, 430, 430 is from Star Race. Internal settlement ચાલી રહ્યું છે. 430,000. 430 is from Star Race. Holding on for 10 seconds. 430,000. 430,000. 430,000 one time. Two time. 440. 440 one time, two time and sold. Sold to rightful owners, JB Fighters. Next is player number 104, Suken Dilip Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000, 40,000, 50, 50, 50 is from Mehta Strikers, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000 from Mehta Strikers, 50,000, 50,000, 60, 60 is from RT Kangaroos, 70, 70 again from Mehta Strikers, 70,000, 80,000, 80 is from Venus Strikers, 90,000 Mehta Strikers, 90,000, 90,000, 90,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000 is from Venus Tigers for Suken Dilip Bhai Shah. 100,000, 100,000, 110, Star Race comes in. 110,000, 120 RT, 120 is from RT Kangaroos, 120, 120 is from RT, 130 is from Star Race, 140 RT, 140 RT again, 140,000, 150 Star Race, 150,000, 160 RT, 160, 160,000, 160,000, 170 Star Race again, 170,000, 170, 180 RT, 180 RT, 190, okay, 190 Star Race, 190,000 from Star Race for Suken Dilip Bhai Shah, 190,000, 190,000, 190 is from Star Race, right? 190, one time, two time, 200,000. 200 is from RT, 200,000, 200, 210, 210, 210,000, 210,000, 210,000, one time, two time, sold to Star Race for 210,000. Next is player number 80, Rihen Sunil Bhai Shah, 30,000, 40, 40 is from Mehta Strikers, 50,000, 60, 60,000, 60,000 from Mehta Strikers for Rihen Sunil Bhai Shah, 70, Ankit Warriors, 70,000, 70,000, 70,000 from Ankit Warriors, 70,000 one time, 80,000 RT, 90 Star Race, 90,000, 90,000, 100,000 RT again, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000 one time, 110, 120, 130, 130 is from RT, 130,000 from RT Kangaroos for Rihen Sunil Bhai Shah, 130,000, 130,000 one time, 140, 150, 150, 160, 160 is from RT Kangaroos, 160, 160,000, 160,000 from RT Kangaroos, 160, 170, 170 is from Star Race Super Strikers, 170, 170,000 from Star Race Super Strikers for Rihen Sunil Bhai Shah, 170 from Star Race, 170,000, 170 one time, two time, 180, 180, 180 is from Ankit, 180,000 one time, holding on for 5 seconds, 180,000, 180,000 from Ankit Warriors, 180,000, 190, Star Race, 190 is from Star Race, 190,000 from Star Race, 190 one time, two time, okay, holding on for 10 seconds. 190,000 from Star Race for Rihen Sunil Bhai Shah. 190,000, 190, 190 one time, two time, 200,000. 200 is from Ankit. 200,000. 200,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to Ankit Warriors for 200,000. Next is player number 101, Saishav Mahendrabhai Shah. 30,000. 30,000. 30 is from Ankit Warriors. 30,000. 30,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sorry, sorry, my mistake. My mistake. 30,000? Okay, sold to Ankit Warriors for 30,000. Hello. We are about to start in next 2 minutes. Hello. Everyone is requested to settle down. We are about to start. Please settle down. A cable. Well, welcome back. Okay, so we are starting the auction again. So the next player for the next player for this evening is Player number 117, Deep Sailesh by Shah. 100,000. 30,000, sorry. 40,000. 100,000. 110. 120. 120. 120. 120,000. 120,000. 120 is from RT Kangaroo for the owner of JB Fighter. 120,000. 120,000 one time. 130. 130. 130,000 from Mehta Strikers. 130. 130. 130 one time. 140 is from Star Race. Everyone else is interested except JB Fighters. 140. 140,000. 140. 140. 150. 150 is from Mehta Strikers. 150. 150. 150. 150 one time. 150 two time. 160. 160. 160,000. 160,000. 160,000. 160 one time. Two time. 170. 170. 180. 180 is from Mehta Strikers. 180,000. 180,000. 180,000. 180 is from Mehta Strikers. 180,000. 180. 180 one time. 190. 190. 190,000. 190,000. 190. 190 one time. 190 is from JB Fighters. 190 two time. Sold. Sold to JB Fighters for 190,000. Player number 54, Meet Tino by Shah. 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 50,000, 50,000. 50 is from Mehta Strikers. 50,000, 50,000, 60. 60 is from Ankit Warriors. 70,000, 70 is from Mehta. 70,000, 80,000 from Ankit again. 80,000, 80,000, 80,000 one time, two time, 90, 100. 100 is from 90 is from Star Race. 90,000, 90,000, 90,000 one time, two time, 100,000. 100,000 is from RT Kangaroos. 100,000. 100,000 one time, two time, sold. Sold to RT Kangaroos. 14. Next is Pritesh Sripal by Shah. 30,000. Okay. Anyone for 30,000? नहीं नहीं बोले 30,000. 30,000. 30,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to JB Fighters for 30,000. Next is Naman Mukesh by Shah. 100,000. 100,000. 100,000 is from Mehta Strikers. 100,000. 200,000. 210. 210,000. 210,000 from Mehta Strikers for Naman Mukesh Bhai Shah. 210,000. 220. 220. 220. 220. 230. 230 is from Venus Tigers. 230,000. 230,000 one time. 230,000 two time. 240, 250. 260? Okay, 260. 260 is from Mehta Strikers. 260,000. 260,000. 260,000 from Mehta Strikers. 270. 270. 270,000 is from Venus Tigers. 270,000. 270,000 one time. 280. 280 is from Mehta Strikers. 280,000 from Mehta Strikers for Naman Mukesh Bhai Shah. 280,000. 280,000 one time. Two time. 290. 290. 290 is from Venus Tigers. 290,000. 290,000. 290,000 one time. 300,000. 300,000. 300,000 is from Star Race. 300,000. 300,000 from Star Race. 300,000 one time. Two time. 300,000 sold. Sold to Star Race Strikers. Ronil Manoj Kumar Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on. Unsold. Jahil Rajesh Bhai Shah. Moving on. Unsold. Rushil Pritesh Bhai Shah. Shall we move ahead? Moving on. Unsold. Parva Sanjay Bhai Shah. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000. 40,000. 40 is from Venus Tigers. 40,000. 40,000. 50,000. 50 is from Mehta Strikers. 50,000. 50,000. 50,000 one time. Two times 60,000. 60 is from Venus Tigers. 70. 70 from RT Kangaroos. RT Kangaroos 70,000. 70,000 one time. Two time. 80,000. Star Race steps in. 80,000. 80,000. 80,000 one time. Two time. 80 is from Star Race. Sold. Sold to Star Race for 80,000. Next is Suken Jagdish Bhai Shah. 30,000. 40. 50. 50 is from Mehta Strikers. 50,000. 50,000. 50,000. 50,000 one time. Two time 60,000. 60 is from Venus Tigers. 70,000 Mehta Strikers. 70,000. 70,000. 70 is from Mehta Strikers. 70,000 one time. 80. 80 is from Venus. 80,000. 80,000 is from Venus Tigers. 80,000 from Venus Tigers. 80,000 one time. 90. Star Race steps in. 90 is from Star Race. Star Race 90,000. 90,000 one time. Two time. And sold. Sold to Star Race for 90,000. Next is Het Mitul by Mehta. 30,000. 30 is from Ankit. 30,000. 30,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40 is from Venus Tigers. 40,000 one time. Two time 50,000. 50 is from Mehta Tigers. 50,000. 50,000. 60 is again from Venus. 60,000. 60,000. 60,000. 60,000 one time. Two time. And sold. Sold to Venus Tigers for 60,000. Sunny Sudhirbhai Shah. 30,000. 30 is from Mehta Tigers. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000 one time. Two time. 40. 40 is from RT Kangaroos. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000 one time. Two time. And sold to RT Kangaroos for 40,000. Chintan Hitesh Bhai Shah. 100,000. 110. 110. 110. 120. 110. 1. Sorry. Sorry. 110 is here. 120. 130, 140, 150, 150, 150, 150,000, 160, 160, 160, 170, 170 is from RT Kangaroos, 170,000, 170,000, 170,000 from RT Kangaroos, 170 one time, 180 Ankit steps in, 180 is from Ankit, 180,000, 190 RT, 200,000, 200,000 is from Ankit, 200,000, 200,000 from Ankit, 200,000, 200,000, 210, 210, 210,000 is from RT, 210,000, 210,000, 210,000 from RT Kangaroo, 220 from Mehta Strikers, 220,000, 220,000, 220,000, 220,000, 220,000 is from Mehta Strikers, 220 one time, two time, and 230, 230, 240, 240 again from Mehta Strikers, 240,000, 240 one time, two time, and sold, sorry, 250, 250, 260, 260 again from Mehta Strikers, 260,000, 260,000 one time, two time, okay, holding on. $260. 270 is from Ankit. 270. 270,000, 270,000, 270, 280, 280, 280 one time, 280 is from Mehta Strikers, 280,000 one time, two time, and sold to Mehta Strikers for 280,000. Next is Sahil Rajeshbhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Kaustubh Pranobhai Shah. Moving on, unsold. Rushabh Hasmukhbhai Shah. $30,000. 30 is from JB Fighters. 30,000 is from JB Fighters. 40. 40 is from Venus Tigers. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000 one time. Two time. Okay, holding on. 40,000 from Venus Tigers for Rushabh Hasmukhbhai Shah. $40,000 from Venus Tigers. 40,000. 40,000 one time. Two time. And sold to Venus Tigers for 40,000. Nitya Niravbhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000. 30 is from JB Fighters. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000 one time. Two time. And sold to JB Fighters. Sagar Rajendra Kumar Shah. 30,000. 40,000. 50. 60. 100,000. 110. 200,000. 200,000. 200,000. 210,000. 220 is from RT. 230 Mehta. 230,000. 230,000. 240 JB. 240. 240 Mehta again. 240,000. 240,000 from Mehta Strikers for 250. 250,000 from JB Fighters. 250,000. 250,000. 250,000 from JB Fighters. 250,000 one time. 260, 270. Ankit comes into at 270. 270,000. 270,000. 270,000 from Ankit. 270 one time. Two time. 280. Winner steps in. 280,000. 280 is from Venus. 290 is from Mehta. 290,000. 290,000 from Mehta. 300,000. 300,000 is from JB. 300,000 from JB Fighters for Sagar Rajendrabhai Shah. 300,000. 300,000 from JB. 300,000. 310. 310,000. 310,000 is from Venus Tigers. 310,000. 310,000 from Venus Tigers. 320. Star Race steps in. Star Race comes in at 320. 320. 320,000. 320 one time. 330 JB. 330 is from JB. 330 one time, 330, two time, 340, 350, 350 is from Ankit. Ankit steps in at 350, 350,000, 350,000, 350,000, 350,000 is from Ankit Warriors, 350 one time, 360, Venus again, 360,000, 360 is from Venus Tigers, 360,000 one time, okay, holding on, 360,000 from Venus Tigers, 370, 370 is from Mehta Strikers, 370, 370, 370 one time, okay, holding on, 370,000 from Mehta Strikers for Sagar Rajendra Kumar Shah. 370,000. $380 Venus. 380,000 from Venus Tigers. Holding on. 390 Star Race steps in. Star Race comes in at 390. 390,000 from Star Race. 390,000. 390 from Star Race. 390,000 one time. 400,000. Ankit steps in. Ankit comes in at 400. 400,000 from Ankit Warriors for Sagar Rajendra Kumar Shah. 400,000 one time. 400,000 two time. Holding on. Okay. 410. 410. Venus steps in again. 410,000 Venus Tigers. 410,000 is from Venus Tigers. Okay, holding on. 410,000 is from Venus Tigers for Sagar Rajendra Kumar Shah. 410,000. 410,000 one time. Okay, holding on the other side. Oh, 420. 420 is from Ankit. 420 is from Ankit. 420,000. 420,000 one time. Two time. Okay, holding on for another 10 seconds. 420,000 from Ankit Warriors for Sagar Rajendra Kumar Shah. 420,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to Ankit Warriors. 420, 420. Next is Priyam Atulbhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Priyam, sorry. Mule. Player, please. Priyam Atulbhai Shah. Okay, unsold. Dhruvin Nayanbai Shah. Moving on, unsold, Sulabh Sunilbhai Shah, 30,000, 40,000, 30,000, 30,000 is from JB Fighters, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60, 100,000, 100,000, 110, 110 is from Star Race, 150, 150,000 from Meta Strikers, 160, winner steps in, 160, 160,000, 170 Meta Strikers, 170,000, 170,000, 170,000, हाँ એટલે મેક્સિમમ નહીં 14 જ છે ને આમાં નેક્સ્ટ હવે આ ચાર પ્લેયર માટે છે ને એ 1,20,000 માં બેલેન્સ છે એટલે બાકીના તમે જે છે ને એ ત્રણ પ્લેયરના એક તો આ પ્લેયર કરશે 11 માં કે ભાઈ 90 કરવા પડે અમારે હા 450 એમાં મેક્સિમમ જે પ્લેયર્સ પણ છે ને છે ઓપન પોઈન્ટ્સ ઓપન કરે વિનસ વિનસ पॉइंट्स हाँ पॉइंट्स तो ओपन कर देना Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Refresh. Thank you. Done. Okay, so the technical error is sorted. So let's have a look at the players points table, please. सुलभ चालतो तो ओके લિસ્ટમાંથી સુલભનો નંબર કીજો ને 106 okay so we were at okay okay chalo let's restart 30,000 100,000 110 110,000 110,000 120 120 130 140 140 140,000 150 160 170 170 170 is from RT Kangaroos 170,000 180 190 200,000 200,000 is from Mehta Strikers 210 220 220 is from RT 220,000 220 230 240 250 250 250,000 from Mehta Strikers 250,000 260 260,000 270 270 270 270,000 280 280,000 290 290 290 290,000 300,000 300,000 from JB Fighters 300,000 300,000 310 310 is from Venus Tigers 310,000 310,000 310,000 310,000 310,000 320 330 330 is from JB Fighters 330,000 330,000 340 340 340 350 350,000 350,000 350,000 360 360 is from Venus Tigers 360,000 from Venus Tigers for Sulabh 370 370 from JB 370,000 370,000 370,000 is from JB 380 380 is from Mehta Strikers 380,000 380,000 380,000 from Mehta Strikers for Sulabh Sunilbhai Shah 390 from Venus Tigers 390 400,000 Star Race steps in 400,000 400,000 is from Star Race for Sulabh Sunilbhai Shah 400,000 400,000 410,000 from Venus Tigers 410,000 410,000 410,000 410 420 from Star Race 420,000 420,000 420,000 420,000 from Star Race 420 one time okay holding on 420,000 from Star Race for Sulabh Sunilbhai Shah. 420,000. 420,000 one time. 420,000 two time. 430. Are you stepping in? Okay. 430 is from Venus Tigers. 430,000. 430,000. 430,000. 440 again from Star Race. 450. 450 from Venus again. 450,000. 450,000. 460. 460 is from Star Race. 460,000. 460,000. 460,000 is the highest bid. 460 one time, two time, and 470. Whoa, RT steps in at 470. Great move. 470,000 from RT. 470,000 one time. Okay, holding on. 470,000 from RT Kangaroos for Sulabh Sunilbhai Shah. 470,000. 470,000. 470,000 one time. Okay, holding on for another 10 seconds. 470,000 from RT Kangaroos for Sulabh Sunilbhai Shah. 470,000. 470 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to RT Kangaroos. Highest bid for tonight. Next is Ayush Viralbhai Shah. 30,000. 30 is from RT. 30,000 one time. 40,000. 50. 50,000. 50,000. 50,000 one time. 60. 70. 70. 80. Okay, 80,000. 80,000. 80 is from Mehta Strikers. 80,000 one time, two time, 90. 90 is from Ankit Warriors. 90,000. 90,000. 90,000. 90,000 one time, 100,000. 100,000. 100,000. 110. 110 again from Ankit Warriors. 110,000. 110,000. 110,000 one time, two time, 120. 120. 120,000 from Mehta Strikers. 120,000. 120,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to Mehta Strikers for 120,000. Next is Mitansh Dipalbhai Shah. 30,000. 30,000 is from Ankit Warriors. 30,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to Ankit Warriors for 30,000. Senil Sandeepbhai Shah. 30,000 is from Ankit Warriors. 30,000. 40 is from Mehta Strikers. 40,000, 40,000, 40,000, 50,000, 50,000 is from Ankit, 50,000, 50,000, 60, 60 is from Mehta, 60,000, 60,000, 60,000 from Mehta strikers, 60,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to Mehta strikers for 60,000. Deep million by Pratik Kantilal Shah. 30,000 is from Venus Tigers. 30,000 from Venus Tigers. 30,000. 30,000 one time. 40 is from Ankit. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000 one time. Two time. 50,000. 50. 50,000 from Venus Tiger. 50,000 one time. Two time. And sold. Sold to Venus Tigers for 50,000. कर्तव्य अजय शाह. Moving on, unsold. Abhay Bharatbhai Shah. Moving on, unsold. Ratnesh Kiranbhai Shah. Moving on, unsold. Jians Ketanbhai Shah. Australian player છે. 30,000. 30 comes from RT. 30,000 is from RT Kangaroos. 30,000. 30,000. 30,000 one time. Two time and sold. Sold to RT Kangaroos for 30,000. Kushal Dharmesh Bhai Shah. Shall we move ahead? 30,000. 30 is from Ankit Warriors. 40,000. 40,000. 50,000. 50 is from Venus Tigers. 60 from Ankit. 60,000. 60,000. 60,000 from Ankit. 60,000 one time. 70 from Venus. 80 from Ankit. 80,000. 80,000. 80,000. 90 comes from JB. 90,000. 100,000 again from Ankit. 110,000. 110,000. 110,000. 120 again from Ankit. 120. 130 from Venus. 130. 130 is from Venus. 100. 140 again from Ankit. 140. 140,000 from Ankit. 140,000 one time, two time and sold. Sold to Ankit Warriors for 140,000. Arpit Radnibhai Shah. Moving on, unsold. Sayyam Saurabh Shah. No one for 30,000. 30 is from Ankit. 40,000. 40,000. 40 is from Meta Strikers. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000. 40,000 one time. 50. 50 is from Ankit. 50,000 one time. 60 from Star Race. 60 is from Star Race. 60,000 one time. 60,000 two time. And sold. Sold to Star Race for 60,000. Nisarg Jignesh Shah. 30,000. 30,000. 30 is from Ankit. 40. 40 from Venus. 40,000 from Venus Tigers. 40,000. 50,000. 50 again from Ankit. 50,000. 60,000 again from Venus. 70,000 Meta Strikers. 80,000 Venus. 80 is from Venus. 80,000. 80,000. 90,000. 90 is from Meta Strikers. 90,000. 90,000. 90,000 one time. 100,000. 100,000 is from Venus Tigers. 100,000 one time. Two time. 110. 120. 120 is from JB Fighters. 120,000. 120,000 from JB Fighters. 120,000 one time. 130 comes from Venus. 130,000 comes from Venus. 130 one time. 140 Star Race. 140,000. 140,000 from Star Race. 140 one time. 150 again from Venus. 150,000. 150,000 one time. 160 again from Star Race. 160. 160 from Star Race. 160,000 one time. Two time. 170. 170 from Venus again. 170,000 one time. Two time. And 180. 180. 180,000. 180,000. 180 is from Star Race. 190 comes again from Venus. 190,000. 190,000 one time. 200,000. 200,000 from Star Race. 200,000. 200,000. 200,000 one time. Okay, holding on. $200,000, 210,000 Venus Tigers, 210,000 one time. Okay, holding on. $210,000 from Venus Tigers for 220. Okay, 220. 220 is from Star Race. 220,000 one time. 230. 240. RT steps in. RT Kangaroo steps in at 240. 240,000. 250 from Venus. 250,000. 250,000 from Venus. 250,000 one time. Two time and 260. Star Race again. 260,000. 260,000 from Star Race. 260,000, 260,000, 260,000 one time, 270. Venus Tigers head bid pot 270, 270, 270,000. Okay, holding on. 270,000 from Venus, 270,000, 280 again from Star Race, 280,000 from Star Race, 280,000 from Star Race, 280,000 one time, 290, 290 is from Venus, 290,000, 290,000, 290,000 one time. Okay, holding on. 290,000 is from Venus Tigers for Nisarg Jignesh Shah. 290,000, 290,000 one time, two time, 300,000. 300,000 from Star Race. 300,000. 300,000 from Star Race Super Strikers. 300,000. 300,000 from Star Race. 300,000 from Star Race Super Strikers for Nisarg Jignesh Shah. 300,000, 310, 310,000. 310,000 from Venus. 310,000, 310,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to Venus Tigers for 310,000. Janil Jignesh Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on. Unsold. Somil Atul Bhai Shah. Moving on. Unsold. Moksh Kalpesh Bhai Shah. Moving on. Unsold. Manan Kishore Kumar Shah. Moving on. Unsold. Dhruv Kanubai Mehta. 240. 240,000. 4,40,000. And we close the bid. Okay. Okay. Acha. 440,000. Okay. Okay. 440,000. 440,000. 440,000 from JB Fighters. 450. Star Race steps in. 450,000 from Star Race. 460. Mehta Strikers. 460,000. 460,000 from Mehta Strikers. 460,000. 460,000. 470 Star Race. 480 Mehta Strikers. 480 one time. 490. 500,000. Highest bid for 510,000. 510,000. 510,000 from Star Race. 520. 530. 540. 550. 560, 570, 570, 580. 580 is the highest bid, and the group goes to Mehta Strikers for 580. Lucky though. Jinay Hiralbai Shah. Jinay Hiralbai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Please pay attention. Moving on. Unsold. Jainam Jignesh Shah. 240 is from RT Kangaroos. 240,000 from RT Kangaroos. 240,000 one time. 250 is from Star Race. 250. 250,000. 250,000. 250,000 one time. 260 from JB. JB steps in at 260. 260,000. 260,000 one time. 270 from Star Race again. 270. 270,000. 270,000 one time. 280 from JB. 280. 280 from JB. 280,000. 290 from Star Race again. 290,000. 290,000. 300,000. 300,000 is from JB Fighters. 300,000. 300,000. 310. 320. 320 again from JB Fighters. 330. 340. 340 again from JB Fighters. 340,000 from JB Fighters for Jainam Jignesh Bhai Shah. 350 from Star Race. 360 from JB. 360 from JB. 360,000. 370 from Star Race again. 380 from JB. 380 from JB. 380,000 from JB. 380,000. Holding on. $380,000, 390 from Star Race, 400,000 from JB again, 410 from Star Race, 440 from JB, 440,000 from JB, 440,000, 440,000. Okay, holding on. $440,000 from JB, 440,000, 450 is from Star Race, 450,000 one time, two time, and sold to Star Race for 450,000. Rushabh Radnikant Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 240, 250, 250,000 one time, two time, and sold to JB Fighters for 250,000. Ankit Jitendra Bhai Shah. Any 30,000? 30 is from Venus Tigers. 30,000 one time, two time, and sold to Venus Tigers for 30,000. Jigar Satish Chandra Shah. 30,000. 30 is from Ankit Warriors. 30,000. 30,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to Ankit Warriors for 30,000. Jimmy Suresh Bhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000? 30,000. 30 is from Mehta Strikers. 30,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to Mehta Strikers for 30,000. Priyash Deepak Bhai Shah. Moving on. Unsold. Sarthak Shrenik Shah. Moving on. Unsold. Sneh Suhasbhai Javeri. $30,000 is from Star Race. 30,000. 30,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to Star Race. Kalp Diptesh Bhai Shah. Jayan? Jayan kuch gayi? Jay? Jay Suresh Bhai? Kalp Diptesh Bhai Shah. Moving on. Unsold. Sayyam Mukesh Kumar Shah. Moving on. Unsold. Avi Jignesh Bhai Shah. Moving on. Unsold. Dhruvil Hasmukh Bhai Shah. Moving on. Unsold. Sahil Vijay Kumar Shah. $30,000, 40,000, 50,000. 50,000 is from Mehta Strikers. 50,000, 60,000, 60,000, 60,000 from Ankit Warriors. 60,000, 60,000 one time, two time, and sold. Sold to Ankit Warriors for 60,000. Tej Deepak Bhai Shah. Ek minute. Before we bid for this player, let me clarify. 21st day આ પ્લેયર અવેલેબલ નથી. 22nd ડે મોર્નિંગમાં કદાચ 10 વાગે આવે. એટલે કદાચ એ તમારી જો સેકન્ડ મેચ ફર્સ્ટ ડે તો નથી જ અવેલેબલ. સેકન્ડ ડે કદાચ જો ફર્સ્ટ મેચ આવે સ્કેડ્યુલ પ્રમાણે તો હી માઇટ નોટ બી એબલ ટુ પ્લે બોથ ધી મેચેસ. જસ્ટ અ સ્મોલ ક્લેરિફિકેશન. પહેલા દિવસે નથી જ, બીજા દિવસે બી 10 વાગે આવશે. નહીં, હવે એક મોર્નિંગની સપોઝ તમારી મોર્નિંગની જ મેચ આવી ગઈ તો પછી anyone for 30,000? સેકન્ડ ડે he can play. નહીં, એ આવવાના જ નથી. ફોર 21st નથી આવવાના, 22nd આવી જવાના છે. 22nd 10 o'clock he will be here. એટલે આફ્ટરનૂનની કે ઇવનિંગની મેચ હશે 22nd ડે, so he will be able to play. Anyone for 30,000? Hmm. 30,000 is from Star Race. 30,000. 30,000 one time, 2 time and sold to Star Race for 30,000. 240,000. Okay. From RT Kangaroos. 240, 1 time, 2 time, and sold. Sold to RT Kangaroos for 240,000. Sunny Atulbai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? 30,000? 40,000? 50,000? 60,000? 60 is from Mehta Strikers. 60,000? 70,000? 80,000? 80,000? 90,000? 100,000? 100,000? 100,000 is from Mehta Strikers. 100,000. 100,000 from Mehta Strikers for Sunny Atulbai Shah. Holding on. $110,000 from Venus, sorry. 110,000 from Venus Tigers. 110,000 from Venus Tigers. 110,000. 110,000. 120. 120 JB steps in. 130 Venus. 150 is from JB. 150,000. 150,000 1 time, 2 time, and sold to JB Fighters for 150,000. Anjal Anilbhai Shah. Anyone for 30,000? Moving on, unsold. Amit Jitubai Shah. Moving on, unsold. Rahan Rahulbhai Shah. Moving on, unsold. Dhairya Chiragbai Shah. Moving on, unsold. Aryan Samirbhai Shah. 30,000, 40,000. 40 is from Mehta Strikers. 40,000. 50,000 from Ankit. 100,000 from JB. JB checks in at 100,000. 100,000 1 time. 2 time. Okay, holding on. 100,000 from JB Fighters for Aryan Samirbhai Shah. $100,000 from JB Fighters 1 time, 2 time, and sold to JB Fighters for 100,000. Round 1 done. Okay, round 1 done. Let's have a look at the points, please. So, Ankit 10 players થઈ ગયા છે. 1,40,000 point balance. JB Fighters done. Mehta Strikers 13 players થઈ ગયા છે. 1 lakh point balance છે. RT Kangaroos done. Star Race 14 players done. Okay, balance રાખીને done. વાહ. And Venus Tigers 13 players. So, Mehta, Venus 1 player. અંકિતના 4 પ્લેયર બાકી છે. સો ધીસ ઇઝ લાસ્ટ રાઉન્ડ. આ સેકન્ડ રાઉન્ડ જે છે દેટ ઇઝ ધ લાસ્ટ રાઉન્ડ, રાઈટ? શેલ વી સ્ટાર્ટ? Okay. Shall we move it, Shreyans bhai? Let's say કે આ બંનેના થઈ જાય છે વિનસ અને મહેતાના તો then you can choose anyone any of yeah. કવિશ વિરલભાઈ શાહ. I'll move on fast. તમારે કોઈ બીટ કરવું તો પ્લીઝ કહેજો. Moving on. યશ દિલીપ કુમાર શાહ. Moving on. રક્ષિત રમેશભાઈ શાહ. Moving on. કર્તવ્ય અજયભાઈ શાહ. Unsold. સાહિલ રાજેશભાઈ શાહ. Unsold. પ્રેયસ દીપકભાઈ શાહ. Unsold. ધ્રુવિન નયનભાઈ શાહ. Unsold. અંજલ અનિલભાઈ શાહ. Unsold. ધ્રુવિલ હસમુખભાઈ શાહ. સેકન્ડ અને લાસ્ટ રાઉન્ડ આ એટલે તમે પછી અનસોલ્ડ લઈ શકશો તમારી પાસે જે છે એટલે પછી તો કેવું છે કે તમારી પાસે જેટલા કારણ કે બીજું કોઈ સામે છે જ નહીં તમારી પાસે. Unsold. જીના હિરલભાઈ શાહ. ફોકસ મહેતા ટીમ હા તમે હા ના બોલજો કંઈક. Unsold. અભિ જિગ્નેશ શાહ. Unsold. મોક્ષ કલ્પેશભાઈ શાહ. પ્લીઝ ટીમ ઓનર્સ પ્લીઝ 5 મિનિટ વેટ કરજો પ્લીઝ. ગ્રુપ્સ કરવાના બાકી છે. Unsold. પ્લીઝ સેટલ ડાઉન થઈ જજો. ચિંતનભાઈ પ્લીઝ સેટલ ડાઉન થઈ જજો પ્લીઝ. હા ગ્રુપ બનાવવાના બાકી છે પ્લીઝ ટીમ ઓનર્સ સેટલ રહેજો. રાજભાઈ યસ પ્લીઝ થોડા સેટલ થઈ જાઓ પ્લીઝ. સની પ્લીઝ સેટલ ડાઉન જેમનું બાકી છે એમને પ્લીઝ કરી લેવા દો પ્લીઝ. રત્નેશ કિરણભાઈ શાહ. Unsold. જયમિલ રાકેશભાઈ શાહ. એ બોલી રહેશે. Unsold. મંથન કિશોરભાઈ શાહ. Unsold. કૃતાર્થ જીતેન્દ્રભાઈ શાહ. Unsold. કૌસ્તુભ પ્રણવભાઈ શાહ. Unsold. સૌરભ હિતેશભાઈ શાહ. Unsold. સમર્થ સંજયભાઈ પટવા. Unsold. Sorry. Okay. Samar 30,000. Okay. Any bidders? Okay. So it goes to Ankit Warriors for 30,000. Somil Atulbhai Shah. 1 lakh. 100,000. So Mehta's team is done. Priyam Atulbhai Shah. हाँ चाले. 36 नंबर प्लेयर मैन्युअली करी दिए. प्लेयर नंबर 36 जेनिल जिग्नेश भाई 150,000. Okay, 150 goes to Winners Tigers for 150. So now you can select your 3. તમે પ્લીઝ કહી દો, પ્લીઝ 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 સેટલ ડાઉન, પ્લીઝ 2 મિનિટ્સ ખાલી પ્લીઝ હોલ્ડ કરજો. શ્રેયાંશભાઈ તમારે ખાલી 3 પ્લેયર્સ આપી દેજો. ટીમનું કરી દઈએ, ટીમનું કરી દે કરે. હવે 3 જણા જ બાકી છે ને, લઈ લઈએ આપણે શ્રેયાંશભાઈને. નહીં 3 છે ને, 3 જોઈશે ને. ઓકે. So I would request team owners to come here, please. હા, આ A અને B ગ્રુપ A અને B ગ્રુપ. A માં 3 છે. અચ્છા એવું કરું. ઓકે તો આને ગોટ ઇટ. તો 1 મિનિટ આના બદલે લખી દો ને. અરે એ લખેલા જ છે તો A1 A2 A3 લખી દઈએ. અરે ખાલી B1 B2 B3 લખી દો. હા, અંકિતને આપી દેશે. A1 A2 A3 અને B1 B2 B3 એવી રીતે કરીએ છીએ કારણ કે સ્કેડ્યુલ ઓલરેડી બનાવી દીધું છે એટલે પછી ડિસાઈડ થશે હે ને. ખાલી A1 તો લખી દેજો, A1 A2 A3 અને B1 B2 B3. कलर कोई भी करेगी. हाँ ठीक है 6 A1 A2 वाला. ओके. So I would request all the team owners to come here, please. टीम ओनर प्लीज एक टीम ओनर અહીંયા આવજો પ્લીઝ. A1 A2 A3 B1 B2 B3 અહીંયા જ ખોલી દો. મેહુલ A3 સોરી એક મિનિટ A3 कौन सी JB फाइटर्स A3 JB. हाँ A3 JB A1 मेहता B2 RT खाली नाम लो B2 RT B3 स्टार रेस भाभी आप क्यों B1 वीनस तो ये अंकित A2 is अंकित. ओके A2 ना A2 છે અંકિત છે. અંકિત हाँ ठीक है.
અંકિતમાં જો 11 છે.
RT एक मिनट
JB ફાઇટર્સ
મોર્નિંગ આફ્ટરનૂન ફોટો મૂકી અને આ પ્રમાણેની ટીમ થઈ ગઈ.
10%.